Hey, I love your mask. Can you
Thank
tell
you.
us more about it?
The mask
Yeah,
is
what's it made of? How was it made?
it's a traditionally hand carved mask, so it's literally made of all wood. There is, and let me take it off because now I can breathe. Again,
Please
all hand
breathe.
carved wood, hand painted. We have authentic goat horns
Oh wow.
to it. The back is a goat pelt, if you would, which long hair, somewhat authentic, does match the costume. But yeah, like I said, I think there's even mask carvers in the U.S. now that you could commission, if you would, to make them. Like I said before, there is no right or wrong Krampus. Some will have, short, long tongues. There was actually a gentleman at the Krampus Nacht in Milwaukee who had a latex mask, if you would, that stretched over his whole head and had the horns integrated. It literally looked like it was his face. It just fit so tight and everything. So there's just a ton of different varieties. But yeah, this one is all hand carved wood. I did alter it slightly as far as the inside goes because you wear this thing for a couple hours and it kind of gets to you. And everybody's a little different, so I went ahead and sanded the inside and added some foam to it and so forth, just to make it fit to your individuality and so forth. So I wouldn't trade this mask for the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You said your wife got it?
Yeah. Yes. It was under the tree 3 years ago.
Yeah. Do you have any more? Are you gonna expand your collection, maybe?
I was thinking about it, but then I'm like, I get so many compliments on this one that I'm just gonna stick with it. I may do a different costume, a different coat. This is actually an old overcoat that I've had many years.
Oh.
And it just simply, you put it on like a jacket, snap it on. The fur is all real. Actually, a lot of the pelts I got at the Bristol Renaissance Fair a couple years ago. And I designed the coat, and I do have to give credit to my wife's cousin, Kate. She is a costume designer out in New York. She works for Jimmy Fallon, Saturday Night Live, Jim Henson Company. It was kind of a concept of mine, if you would, and we were going to fly her in, and she was going to attach everything. Her flight got canceled. I boxed everything up, UPS'd it out to her. A week later, I got this back. So, again, I got to give a definite shout out to Kate. It was amazing, huge. I just got married in September.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And she actually made my wife's dress from scratch. It probably took a year. We did like a 50s rockabilly theme. We had the old cars, we had the tent, we had the live band and everything. So it was really cool.
That's awesome.
I wouldn't trade this mask for the world because not only is it truly unique, I haven't seen one like it, even online, but again, just the symbolism of it, the sentimental value. I wouldn't trade this mask for the world.
Where was that from?
She bought it at a booth at the Chris Kindle Market in Chicago.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah, actually, I've seen that booth before, and they still have more. And Ordo knows a little bit about the history of the mask.
No, like that. I want to speak to the authenticity of that mask, because until you mentioned that it's hand carved wood, I didn't realize it's hand carved wood. And I sat next to you in that photo shoot. I thought it was like vinyl or something, foam or handcrafted. I didn't realize it was wood.
Yes.
And when we were during the photo shoot, our photographer, he thought that that you had that it was makeup that was applied to around your eyes too, but no, that's just a carved wood mask that you throw on your head. You don't need any additional appliance to put it on. And it just looks good. You can actually see your real eyes in it, and it looks like something that was carved for your face.
Like I said, it's truly. It would be like a handmade piece of furniture, basically. No two will ever be alike. You know, it's like musicians. You know, no two will ever be alike.
Exactly. Well, and I saw at the Krampus booth at the Chris Kindle Market, they have some similar to yours, but they're not exactly the same because, like you said, hand carved, they're not. But they also, the cheapest of them had a price tag of over $750.
So your wife loves you very, very much.
Very
Yes.
much, right?
They are not cheap.
No, they are not cheap.
But for the quality, yeah.
But come on, look at the resemblance. Come on, I'm worth it. You know.